we got? Looking for good questions. Why does A&M not get the respect they deserve? A 28-point loss to Alabama this year, or the Sumlin era? Respect they deserve. They lost, like you said, they lost by 28 to Alabama. Plus, I continue to say this, and people continue to just kind of gloss this point. Ampersand U does their own press, okay? They are high on their own supply. Like, Ampersand U will be in their bag, showing up like Goku and get stomped out. Like, I don't trust Goku to go into no match and win. That's not what he does. He gets in his bag, he gets gassed up, and he gets torched, right? Don't come out here like Texas A&M is Vegeta. That's Alabama's thing, all right? They're the ones to be like, so my whole planet got blown up? Cool, thanks for the phone call. I'm going to go back to doing what I do. Like, that's why we don't give any Ampersand U any respect. They're lucky I give them respect. I call them the second best team in the SEC on the strength of beating that Florida team, right? That Florida team is going to get to play in an SEC championship game. That Florida team that everybody's gassing Kyle Trask up for, right? Like, I gave him some respect, but it's Ampersand U alumni. Y'all don't know how to actually win. Y'all are so bad at winning. Y'all so bad at being decent that you make yourselves intolerable. Nobody else wants to be around you. You know? That's what it is. Oklahoma fans ain't over here just stomping their feet. Because when y'all were in the conference, y'all weren't winning anything. Please, stop acting like y'all were some sort of superpower. No. You got the one win in the Cotton Bowl with Johnny Manziel and Kevin Sumlin against Oklahoma. Ain't done jack since, right? That's why we don't actually care what anybody at Texas A&M has to say. Why are people still trying to get Will Muschamp a job? This dude said Muschamp to UNC. I'm not trying to get Will Muschamp any more jobs. That man's getting $24 million, $22 million in buyout money across Florida and South Carolina. He getting a $50 million buyout in a pandemic. Like, I don't know what's more disrespectful. Him getting that buyout when they're facing like a $30 million budget deficit, or James Harden turning down $50 million annually at a place that's bent backward to make him comfortable. Or Robinson Cano forfeiting $24 million because that dude was taking performance-enhancing drugs. I'm like, ain't a drug ever been invented that's going to get me to forfeit $24 million. I will show up fat and out of shape and make you pay me before I take the gas to try to swing a ball or a bat at a ball. I'm not doing that. $24 million, fam? You must be crazy. I can't. Let's see. Dudes being here talk about my team. Yeah, all right. Let's see. A lot of woo pig in the house. See, Wolves 58 says Texas A&M fans think they weigh more of their program than the rest of the country does. It's true. It's kind of like Central Florida in that way. Both of y'all just get on everybody's damn nerves. I'm not talking about Caleb Williams and Spencer Rattler right now, dog. I said that on Monday. We just not doing it right now. Why is everybody trying to get Mac Brown fired? Like, they've been remarkable. They've been really good. All right, let's take a look at the top 24 rankings that just came out earlier today, in which JT Tuimoloau is at the top. He's an Ohio State lean. We know this, right? Even as Corey Foreman feels like an LSU lean, 58% of crystal balls still say USC. So, I mean, keep that in the back of your head, right? I thought one of the biggest movers that we probably should talk about, and I think it's been brought up in the chat, is Dallas Turner, moving up from 41 to number 14, right? Or 16 spots, to number 14. Committed to Alabama, I think last July, and then made that upload. It's there. Barrett Carter has an opportunity to finish as, I think, a 5-star, which would be a really cool move for him. Late charge, moving up 39 positions to number 17. Committed to Clemson, coming out of North Gwinnett. It's the same place that Jordan Hancock is coming out of. They putting out some ballers. JaQuincy McKinstry, still the number one player at his position. Still the number one player in the state of Alabama, of course, committed to Alabama. Couple others that I want to talk about. Terrion Arnold, the 6 foot, 180-pound safety who is so neck and neck battle between Florida and Alabama right now for him. He moved up 38 spots. Like, there's been some real moving and shaking here, but when we look at the rankings themselves, they're about what you would expect, okay? Alabama still at number 1, 310.55 points, an average of 94.26, which is stupid. Ohio State with 20 commits still got over 300 points, an average of 94.18 for their scores. That's stupid. LSU is still there. Even with all the things that have been going on with LSU, they're still ranked number 3 in the 247 Sports Composite and have an opportunity to steal the recruiting championship. And Georgia is charging. Like, with 19 commits, 283.37, 92.94 as an average score. Georgia has won 2 out of the last 3 national recruiting championships. Clemson's still there at 6 with 17 commits. They'll charge. They actually have the highest average of any team ranking outside of Alabama and Ohio State. So all they got to do is continue to recruit like they normally have been recruiting. Oklahoma is charging hard. Like, with an average score of 92.89, right? They have a higher average score than number 3 LSU in the team composite rankings. Think about that for a second. 92.89, 15 commits. LSU, 92.53, and LSU is sitting at number 3, right? That's with just 15 commits in the boat. So if Lincoln Riley charges the way that he charged in the 2019 class with Jeremiah Cradell, a Ramondre Stevenson, Ty D. Armon to close out a Marcus Stripling, Oklahoma could be sitting pretty with a top 5 class, be their second top 5 class in 3 years, they finished 6th. But that Brew McCoy thing. All right, so 2019, Oklahoma finishes just outside the top 5. And let me make sure that I get the math right here, because this is important. So I want to make sure I get this right. Yes, Oklahoma finishes at number 6 with 24 commits and an average score of 91.2. They probably finish number 5 if Texas does not get to count that Brew McCoy commit that got them to 26 and a score of 287.69. They fall out of the top 5. Oklahoma moves up. LSU moves to 4. Ampersand U moves to 3. So, this could be Oklahoma's first top 5 class in 11 years. The last one being 2010, which the crazy thing about that one is there weren't any 5 stars in that 2020 recruiting class, according to the top 247 composite. I think Tony Jefferson was the top recruit in that class too, which is wild. So think about that for a second. Oklahoma finds 10 other dudes, like the 15 dudes they got. They finish as a top 3 class in recruiting, which is bonkers.